Hi, I'm Charlie Reif from Brindle Creative, and today we're going to be talking about some general interview tips to help you get the best interview out of your subject no matter who it is. When you're shooting an interview, it's important to be comfortable as an interviewer, and you want to establish this rapport that you can actually have conversation instead of this back and forth ping pong match of question and answer and question and answer. That's boring. The most interesting interviews come about when you're having a conversation. And in order to have a conversation, you have to be prepared, and you have to know about the subject that you're talking about. Once you dive into the questions of the interview, it's important to emphasize that you need the subject to speak in complete sentences. For example, if you ask the question, "What's your favorite color?" the interview subject has to respond with, "My favorite color is blue," instead of just, "Oh, blue." You need to have the context of the question in their answer. It helps the editing process, and it helps the overall interview flow really well. That being said, if they give an answer that you think might give you a little bit of trouble in editing it, don't be afraid to ask them to repeat it. Don't be rude about it. Just say, "Hey, as the producers, we want you to look good. The answer that you gave is about 5 minutes, and this is going to be about a 2-minute video, so if you can, just try to give us the key points of that story, and we'll make sure that you look good." If you can, try to get 2 camera angles. It makes editing a lot easier if you don't have those jump cuts that you have to cover up with B-roll if you can just switch between cameras. Sound is half of your video. Most people think of sound as an afterthought, but if you capture clean audio at the source, it's going to make your production way more professional. There's nothing worse than being faced with this jumbled mess of audio that sounds like it was put through a garbage disposal and you're trying to fiddle with it. It's not going to work. There's very little that you can actually do to bad audio to make it sound good. It's best to capture clean audio at the source and just make minor adjustments and tweaks in post. Well, that just about does it for today. Thanks for tuning in for these tips and tricks related to beginning your interview setup. Thanks for watching.